Each year, Hollywood attempts to one-up the year prior in terms of the most anticipated film of the year, and honestly, I think 2022 may take the cake in terms of films that fans simply cannot wait for. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the most anticipated film releases of the year, and trust me, you won't want to miss a second of this video. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a wild ride. First up, Thor: Love and Thunder. If you were one of the 16 people that doesn't like watching the films that make up the Marvel Cinematic Universe, first up, step off your high horse and have some fun. And secondly, you may want to click off this video because the MCU has a decent share of the spots on this list. The Thor franchise in the MCU has not exactly been the best executed series, with one excellent film to his name and one mediocre film to his name. He also has the worst film in the entire MCU to his name as well. However, fans are absolutely ecstatic for the fourth film in the Thor series, and with good reason. For starters, Christian Bale will be making his MCU debut playing Gorr, the God Butcher. And even if you don't know who that is in the Marvel Comics, you know that he is definitely going to be the bad guy because he is played by Christian Bale. And that his last name is Simi the God Butcher, we're going to be in for one heck of a ride. Additionally, the last film in the Thor franchise was Thor: Ragnarok, directed by Taika Waititi, who is of course returning for this film as well, which has fans overjoyed. Taika brings a great deal of well-timed humor, which is rare in the MCU, as well as heart and soul to his films, which suit Thor really well. Fans are excited to see where this adventure will take the big lug and his pals and the implications it will have on the greater MCU. Furthermore, the entirety of the Guardians of the Galaxy crew will be joining Thor for at least a portion of the film, and I honestly cannot wait to see the amazingly titled As Guardians of the Galaxy make their solo film debut. Next up, Avatar: The Way of Water. When James Cameron's CGI epic Avatar hit theaters in the holiday season of 2009, it took the world by storm. The CGI was enticing, the acting was amazing, and the story was a great reflection of the blemishes of the past, and a reminder of how we should be treating one another and the planet. The world was enamored with this film and honestly could not wait to return to the magical world of Pandora. But then we got essentially ignored completely by James Cameron and his crew, as we heard pretty much nothing about an Avatar sequel except for "Don't worry, it is coming eventually." And then when Disney acquired the film's rights with the acquisition of 20th Century Fox, fans were worried that the film was going to be scrapped or rewritten. But the worst fears of fans were eventually put to rest when Disney finally gave fans a release date and a roadmap of the next 4 films in the Avatar franchise. And now we finally know that we will be getting the first of the Avatar sequels in 2022. And even better, we know the name of the film too. Avatar: The Way of Water will finally be released in theaters late in 2022, most likely around the holiday season, much like the first film in the series. As for the plot, we do not know too much yet, but we do know that Jake Sully, played once again by Sam Worthington, will be returning along with his now wife Neytiri, played by Zoe Saldana, to raise their children and defend their home once again from the humans. It sounds decently similar to the plot of the first film, but I'm sure they will dress it up slightly different than the first film. However, one thing I can guarantee is that the graphics and CGI in this film will undoubtedly find a way to trump the amazing work of its predecessor. Even though that may sound impossible since the first film did such a great job, I still guarantee that James Cameron and his amazing team will find a way to blow our minds later this year. Next up, an underrated selection, the Bob's Burgers movie. If you happen to also be an intellectual like me, then you must have anticipated this film being on this list, because it truly deserves everyone's attention. The Bob's Burgers movie will be an instant classic, that I can guarantee. Creator Lauren Bouchard has done an amazing job of creating an adult animated comedy that is as original as it is hilarious. Every episode feels like something that no other adult comedy has done before, and it is so incredibly refreshing. The animation style is a bit odd, but you really do come to love it after a few episodes. The show is undoubtedly the best adult animated comedy out there, and I have no doubt that this amazing cast of characters can last in a movie format, as they just never seem to be boring. The cast of Gene, Louise, Tina, Linda, and Bob never find a way to be boring or out of wacky things to say, which makes them the perfect show to be getting the film treatment. To be fair, not very many adult animated comedies have gotten the film treatment, but the ones who have are typically regarded as some of the best in history, like The Simpsons or South Park. But the Bob's Burgers film is going in a direction that no other show but them could pull off. They're going to be a musical comedy. And for those of you who just rolled your eyes at the thought of the film being a musical, give your head a shake. The entire show is a musical. The entire cast sings at least one song every 2 episodes, and sometimes they go way over that quota and have multiple songs in one episode. The show loves to make you laugh through song, and I guarantee that they will find a way to be one of, if not the funniest films of the year. Finally, the craziest film of the year and maybe the century, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This movie is going to be absolutely insane and will likely have some of the biggest implications for the future of the MCU, and fans cannot wait. Furthermore, fans are already trying to guess who will be in this film in terms of cameos, and it is such a wide list of possibilities that I don't think any of the millions of fans worldwide guessing every day in comment sections and Reddit threads will ever get it exactly right. Some people are guessing Hugh Jackman's Wolverine may be in the film, or Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool might even make a hilarious cameo. And the craziest part about this film is that both of those guesses aren't even ridiculous. The trailer for this movie has already revealed the existence of the Illuminati, a group of powerful trans-dimensional superheroes and mutants working together to keep the balance of the multiverse relatively intact. And on that panel in the comics are Professor X, Black Bolt, Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, Superior Iron Man, Namor the Submariner, and of course Doctor Strange himself. Obviously, Doctor Strange won't be on the council at the beginning of the film, but I'm sure he is likely to find himself on the council by the film's end. Moreover, one of the last films released in 2021, Spider-Man: No Way Home, proved to us that Marvel is not afraid to deliver to the fans exactly what they want. And if they want to blow us all away and give us the fan castings and crossovers that we have asked for, it seems like this film is the perfect time for them to do it. For example, we know that the multiverse is alive and well, and we know that mutants from the X-Men franchise are going to be in the MCU very soon, and even possibly play a prominent role in this film. That means we could be seeing a multitude of characters ranging from Deadpool to Mystic to Storm, Colossus, you name it. Additionally, the TV show Loki introduced the idea of variants, which are different versions of the same person from another universe, and it has been pretty much all but confirmed that we will be seeing a variant of Tony Stark's Iron Man in this film. But could we be seeing other variants of characters we know and love, like possibly Captain America? Or better yet, what if we got Chris Evans returning to the MCU, but to reprise his role as Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch, from his time in the original Fantastic Four films? The possibilities are honestly endless, and there is no limit as to what the MCU and Disney can incorporate into this film, and I think that alone makes this movie the most anticipated film of the entire year. That's all we have for you guys on the channel today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you all in the next one.